Hey guys, Brad here with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. This one's a little different for you here. As you can see, or maybe some of you may have noticed, I am not Sean. And that's because Sean wasn't pulling his weight around here and we had to let him go. And by let him go, I mean we had to let him go to Florida because he wanted to go on vacation and he was getting a little cranky. But this one here we got a hot and new, and this series is different from our other hot and new because this is going to be the hot and new of suspension lifts and levels. So this is going to be episode number 1. For this one, we got a 6-inch BDS, and this particular kit is for 09 to 14 F-150s. And as you can see, we got some of the parts laid out here, and this kit came with the optional Fox shocks, which is usually about a $150 upgrade from the normal BDS NX2 shocks that these kits come with. But I just want to show you some of the parts that are included. So we got, of course, BDS always puts their own brand new forged knuckles in here for their lift kits. That way they're longer, so you're not getting crazy angles on your ball joints. And then we also got, like I said, the Fox shocks. And you can see we got the front lower control arm cross member drop. This here is the rear lower cross member drop. And that's another thing that's going to help with your ball joint angles, as well as brackets here and here. These are going to be your diff drop brackets to bring the differential down so you're not having crazy angles on your CV axles. And so they cover all that with these drop brackets, which helps with the suspension geometry there for that. Got new U-bolts here, and this particular kit just comes with a block in the rear like many others do. I'm not sure on this one, but a lot of BDS kits give you the option to go with a full replacement leaf spring pack in the rear, but usually that's a much bigger charge, usually around $900 to upgrade from just a block to a whole new leaf pack. But if you're doing a lot of hauling or anything like that, a full leaf pack is definitely the way to go if you can spend the money. One of the things that I always like about BDS that a lot of the other companies don't do is how they construct their brackets and cross members and stuff like that. I mean, as you can see here, these are the sway bar drops, and these things are beefy as hell. And those are made from 1/4-inch steel plate. I don't know if you can see that too well, and they have a brace inside, which is pretty much way overkill for what you need. A lot of the other lower end brands, when you get a sway bar drop bracket, it's just some bent piece of 1/8-inch steel, and that's just one of the things that BDS likes to do, is overbuild things. Same with their cross members. All their cross members are built from 1/4-inch plate, and they're not just stamped pieces like some of the lower end products. These are actually they're all bent up, as you can see, and then welded together and fabricated rather than just some stamped piece of steel. Those are all 1/4-inch thick, like I said. And then another really nice thing I like about BDS is, it might be hard to see, but the finish on these is actually it's a powder coated finish, but it's got a texture to it, and it's a really durable finish that, you know, has proven to hold up pretty good in the long run. Because a lot of the guys, you know, if you're doing any off-roading or stuff like that, you definitely want a good finish on your lift kit, because otherwise it's going to rust and then it looks like shit. So with this kit, that's just a couple of things that I think that separate BDS from the others. Would be, you know, the quality, how they build it, the metal that they use, and the finish on the product, I think is really important. And so I think that's about it for this. Is just all some hardware and stuff that comes included in the kits. Lots of hardware, lots of bolts, lots of nuts, of course some stickers, and then I think that's about it. So yeah, for recap, this is the 6-inch BDS and that's for 09 to 14 F-150s. Comes with everything that you need to put this lift kit on. There's no parts you gotta buy afterwards. That's another question I get sometimes is, do I need additional parts? And the answer is no. It's an all-inclusive kit. And later on, you'll probably get to see us put this on a different truck, but for right now, that's the BDS 6-inch for 09 to 14 F-150s. Peace.